Okay.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Ashraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine, and occasionally an eye for goal.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Tunisia are looking to go forward now. Good play on the left-hand side here. He's on it, can he get away? Diouf showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Wan-Bissaka. Some really good ball movement. And here's Batistuta. And here's Shevchenko.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's shifting through the gears here. A lot of... And he shoots! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Serius apa itu kiper?
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Akanji. Jupe. And there's green grass ahead of him, and he's managed to get free.
Oh my goodness.
Akanji, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
This interception, his positioning was spot on. Zanetti. Nicely weighted ball, and he cuts out the supply.
Indonesia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Jupe, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. And it's Due. Pedri. And it's Kimmich.
Yeah,
That pass isn't the
good.
best. Now he's running away. Looking for the run. Lovely feet. Yamal! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Let's see.
Zanetti. Kimmich. Due. Tries to play it through. Real chance! Oh, good finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tries a shot! Milan are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Not the most accurate pass. That's really well cleared. Threads one in. Akanji is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Zanetti pinches it off him. Jupe. He's having a pop! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Wan-Bissaka, Due, Pedri, into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Jupe has found the net here, of course, gives it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Jupe. Milan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Great vision. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Shevchenko. This is a promising build-up. Shevchenko. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. to the keeper it goes. And the referee has blown for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Reflections on the first half?
Indonesia will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So straight into the second half. Doué. Hakimi. Jude. Looking for options for movement. Jude receives it in a good position here. And Yamal. Bebeto. Now it's Yamal. Pass somewhat off target. Kimmich. And it's Pedri. Shevchenko. Bebeto. He's got away. And that pass just didn't quite work. Doué. Here's someone with real dynamite in his boots. Alaba. Bebeto. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Kimmich. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, they've got it again. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. And the through ball. He's picked his way through. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Doué. And it's Pedri. It's Kimmich. And here's Batistuta. And it's Doué. Now that... And Shevchenko! It's a fair try, but just off target.
Shevchenko certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And they're back on the ball again. Shevchenko.
Indonesia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Can he finish? Oh, what has happened here? And one more try! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Indonesia can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Referee referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Kimmich taking charge of the dead ball. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. And it's Kimmich. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Yamal. Oh, looks a good one. Oh, he's all alone. Shoot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
So now the difference is 3.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Pretty robust defending.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. The pass is intercepted. Sylvestre makes a dash for it. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Crosses it in here. Brilliantly cut out. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Kimmich. De Bruyne looking to pass their way up the pitch. Bale is onto this. Sylvestre. Bebeto. Good ball over the top. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he's intervened well there. Sylvestre. This looks promising. Big chance! Wan-Bissaka. And the number on the board is 3. Now it's Bale. Now that looks a decent ball. Just eases him off the ball. It's Bale! Gareth glittering Bale! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the referee brings it to a close. Performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, we have a very exciting player here, Peter, in the shape of Kvicha Kvaratskhelia. Someone who's shown amazing adaptability and versatility wherever he's gone. You often see him hugging that left touchline, and he just adores engaging fullbacks and taking them on, and he gets a thrill out of beating players. And this guy can have a great career.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Looking for options for movement. Tries a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. This is a promising build-up. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Cruyff. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Messi. Some front-footed pressing going on here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Pedri. Now that looks a decent ball. Raul. That's a cute ball. Kimmich. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, he's taken it. Messi, very much a man of this moment. And the pass is intercepted. He's shifting through the gears here. Kadiolu. Raul. Vitinha. Good purposeful running this. Doué does well not to be outdone there. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Now the cross. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Good take. De Rossi! Well, that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
There will be a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Doué. Now it's Bale. No, that was never going to make it. Now it's Messi. Now it's Batistuta. Nicely weighted ball. De Rossi plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Kvaratskhelia has it in a wide position. And this is Cruyff. Pedri. Doué. And it's Batistuta. And it's Pedri. And Zanetti. And And he welcomes it in. He'll try from distance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Messi goes short. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Pass somewhat off target. Pitches it off him. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's picked it up out wide. He's cut it out. Messi is the team's great visionary. Good effort from distance. And it's Kimmich. Messi. Pedri. It's Kimmich. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's there to belt it away. Tunisia have their second corner now. Messi with the short one.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Kimmich. And he has been fouled there. Quickly taken. Some resolute defending there. Kvaratskhelia is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Messi. Bale. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first half thoughts?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing, but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And so the action is resumed.
Indonesia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He's a sharp... Can he finish? Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
So they have it all to do again. Oh, good line!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's found a way past. Well read, nice interception. Pedri. Threads one in. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, he's having a go! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping! Kvaratskhelia! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Kvaratskhelia really looked sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
And he's intervened well there. Pedri. And he cuts out the supply. Can he get it through? It's played through for him. Now it's Messi. Oh, this looks sharp. Romero did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
El dorsal 10. Serán sustituidos por...
He's rising! But he's left disappointed.
He certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And he was quick to react. Tries to pass it through. Now that's well seen too. Indonesia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Ronaldinho looking for the run. It's a promising position. Has a look up and delivers.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Messi, el dorsal 8. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 4.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. That's the throw. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Look at the shoots! It's loose and there's a ring. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Duke is flagged offside. Aimed beyond the defence. Ball's gone out of play. Vitinha tries to play it through, and he was alert to it. De Rossi. Nice looking ball. Batistuta does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Cracking ball. A decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Barcelona have their lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
That's a decent clearance. Corner count is rising. That's 6. And a header! And that could have brought them level.
Batistuta clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
And this is Mohamed Salah. It's a pretty loose pass.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Messi receives it in a wide position. Some of them aren't happy with that challenge and they're getting involved. Steady. So So he's plotting something before playing it in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Can he get on the end of this? He's being urged to shoot. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Thinks about the shot, takes a shot! And it's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And yes, it's him again! Barcelona have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Now it's Batistuta. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. It's a quick one. Vitinha. Now it's Cantona. That looks a good ball through. And this is Mohamed Salah. He's got away. That's good defending, very good defending. Referee has just said play on. Now it's Messi. And it's Ronaldinho. That has ended up in no man's land. Maldini is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Vitinha. Now it's Saviola. And that is as far as it goes. Tunisia were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Tunisia really did suffer for their lack of numbers here.
Well, they were up against it, but these players can take heart from what was a worthy response. There was no sign at any stage of the towel being thrown in. So positives can be taken, Peter, even in defeat.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Waduh, nggak ada RB. Oh ada. Ini dia. Tadi siapa tuh yang main gol emas? Ayo gol emas ayo. Masih ada nggak orangnya? Ayo yang main gol emas siapa ini? Gue udah tunggu nih. Gak ada ya?
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect example of the modern fullback.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Pacho. It's a searching pass. Pedri. And here's Bale. And it's Doué. Pinches it off him. Trossard.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. This is Messi. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Indonesia have had the ball in promising areas, but nothing to show for it. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this was...
Trossard! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Trossard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Getting up there! That's another chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi is the key defender on that occasion. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, what's he done? And Shevchenko! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
And Shevchenko. Zanetti goes sliding in. Great vision. Lovely feet. Referee's given a throw. That's really nicely played. Good read, needed to be. Doué. Here's someone with real dynamite in his boots. Two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And he's found a way past.
Messi.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Apa sih?
Shevchenko.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Zielinski. He's through here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Doué is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Trossard, really fierce, close defending. And it's Messi. Pedri. Shifted it to the flank. No, he's not getting his way this time. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Trossard. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Alexander-Arnold picks it up now. And yes, it's there! They have pulled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to
Apa
force the error.
sih? Opening itu, Bang.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Substituição no time do Flamengo. Camisa 1.
Tunisia
Vai
kick
ser
off the second half.
substituído pelo jogador. Camisa 12.
Pedri. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Big chance! Superb goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Indonesia with the lead. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And no surprise, that's a booking. Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances. Flamengo with a chance to get level. Time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Now this could be a chance. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Drama over the penalty spot. And he's kept it out.
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
That is Stuta! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Messi goes short. Bergson. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. Bale is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Aduh.
60 minutes played. I was going to be disappointed with that. Trossard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pedri, who's set up one goal so far. It's a good spell of possession, this. Tries a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
Corner number 2 then.
Camisa 17. Sai para a
And it's been
entrada do
taken
jogador.
short. Shoots! And that's a tiny finish. Into the lead once more. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Indonesia leading now. Now it's Trossard. Knocks it out wide. Yamal.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Indonesia perhaps contemplating their next change here. Batistuta, and claimed it back swiftly. Yamal is looking to influence the game from out wide. Kunde.
Apaan sih?
Oh, it's come loose. Here comes the corner.
Itu sih.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
It's their second corner of the
Camisa
game.
18. Camisa 14.
Batistuta!
Deixando o
Oh,
campo
that
para
was a
entrada dele,
brilliant save.
camisa
Batistuta
28.
actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substituição em andamento.
That pass has been well intercepted.
Flamengo really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Zanetti. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Romero. Khan. And it's Kimmich. And Neymar. Ronaldinho. And Shevchenko. The ball's gone astray. He's had it nicked away. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Ronaldinho!
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save. Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
That's really well manoeuvred. That's been cut out, well played.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Diouf, great defending, strong and determined.
Teremos 5 minutos
Well,
de
they shouldn't be
acréscimo.
dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Alexander-Arnold, deep into stoppage time. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Has a look up and delivers, and it's been given away. Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
De Ligt is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. That's that, the end. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment.
Senhoras e senhores,
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, good effort from distance.
Ya ampun. Apa itu?
Out for a throw. Ended up in no man's land. And it's Neymar.
Yang bagus malah jadinya jelek. Kira-kira jelek jadinya bagus.
Driving forward. Now it's Batistuta.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Doué. Pedri. Driving on and making good progress. That was nowhere near his best. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Kimmich. Neymar. Gerrard. He's having a hit! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Now it's Messi. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. More and more pressure on the ball here. Kimmich. Indonesia, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Bale gets into a good position. And it's Messi. Kimmich is the team's great visionary. Kimmich, can he spark a counter here? Now it's Neymar, and he's managed to get free. Akanji did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pass is just a big chance! Goal! And there is your opener. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Incoming delivery, punched away. The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Kimmich,
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pedri wins the duel this time. Good-looking ball. Jude. He's a sharp little ball here. And the takes a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. Pedri. Batistuta. And it's Kimmich.
Indonesia really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And the pass is intercepted. Going about things with real menace. Neymar receives it in a good position here.
Thank you, guys.
Pedri.
Thank you. Sorry. Thank
Do
you.
it. We expected better, and so did he. Shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Diserang dulu, Cok. Aduh.
Shoot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! About as smooth as it gets! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He might be in here! Kimmich. So what can they make of this? Great vision. Great ball if he can get there. And he's and the finish! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Astaga.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Indonesia needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Batik.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Diouf. Oh, he's having a go! It's Gerrard! A real chance and a real let-off.
Gerrard clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Howson picks it up from the goal kick. Rizal. Gerrard. Pedri. Batistuta. Zanetti. Zanetti charging forward down that flank. Ruben Diaz. Kimmich. Batistuta. Zanetti. And here's Messi. Oh, just skips to the goal! And that's a good finish. And they get themselves in front! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's a throw. That's an excellent interception. Doué is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Messi. 60 minutes played. For Messi.
Ya ampun.
That is a brilliant interception.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Great ball, and he's in here. Here comes the corner.
Substituição no time do Santos.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? He's having a hit! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Neymar. And it's Gerrard. Now it's Mohamed Salah. That's a little off target. Tries to pass it through. Tries a shot! And a neat finish! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So again, we have parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect.
Messi! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 5. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 15. Substituição.
Indonesia have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Well, there's the clearance. Wan-Bissaka. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Indonesia clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Saliba. Can he get onto this? Well, that's well seen too. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Zanetti. That's a pretty loose pass. Gerrard. Still anyone's game this. One moment could decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Pacho.
This is the time you need that pace.
De Bruyne. Juve makes a dash for it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Played through for him. He is through here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mohamed Salah picks it up out wide. Getting up there! Harmlessly behind. Quality ball. Juve chasing after it. Rizal.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Neymar. And here's the chance to counter. This looks promising. Just to keep a real chance! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Camisa 9.
Indonesia look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question. How long is there left, including stoppages?
Mana offside, mana wasit.
And that's that. Indonesia can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that.